Moi je m'en moque, j'en vois valser.
Why, hello. Hello guys, my name is Breezy, and I would like to share with you a story. No, this is not clickbait. You read the title correctly. This is a story of how I almost died. The set is the summer of 2009. I was about 7 years old when my wonderful mother decided it'd be a good idea to throw me in the pool. So I had a soccer game, and let me just tell you that I was not an active child. I hated soccer. I was only enrolled in it because my mom thought it'd be a good idea for me to go out and be an active child, which I am not. Actually, I would have a really bad habit of like laying in the grass, not doing anything. I was the worst soccer player ever, guys. And that being said, this day was the tournament of my soccer game, and I was set to be the goalie, which was amazing for me because I wouldn't have to do anything because no one did shit. Except there was one problem. My mother forgot where the field was and what time it was at. So I did not make it to my soccer game. And my mom thought, hey, I'll take her out for ice cream. And I went and got ice cream, and then I came home, and since it was hot out, I threw up on the tarmac. I'm sorry to anyone who finds vomit really gross. A disclaimer. So after throwing up, I went downstairs to my basement apartment of my grandparents' house in which we were living, and they had a huge in-ground pool. My aunt was visiting from a city that was pretty far away where I'm actually living now, and so my mom was hanging out with her a bit while I was sitting on the couch watching cartoons like a normal 7-year-old. Now I don't know what I did to deserve this, but she thought it'd be a good idea to throw me in the pool because she's a jerk. So somehow I heard my mom lean over to my aunt and whisper, "Hey, we should throw Brianna in the pool." Don't know what I did to deserve it, but that was what she wanted to do. So I ran like a normal 7-year-old. I ran away from my mom into the worst possible place, my bedroom, away from the front door where there was no place for me to escape. So of course my mom caught me, and my aunt and my mom lifted me up. My aunt had my legs and my mom had my arms, or my wrists and ankles. And basically they carried me out the front door, and swimming pool was right there, and they kind of had me like this, on either side of me, and they were swinging me. And then they kind of they went 1, 2, 3. This is where shit gets fucked up. So my aunt thought it was a joke and that they weren't actually going to throw me in the pool. So she had my legs and she didn't let go of my legs. My mom, on the other hand, was dead serious. So she let go of my arms. You see where this is going. So basically after 3, I was knocked out cold. So the rest of the story is told from my mother's point of view. Well, it's not mine. So my mom told me that I went up and then I came back down and hit the back of my head on the side of the concrete pool. There's actually a dent in the pool now. Your girl's got a hard head. So after I hit, they kind of laid me down on the cement, the area surrounding the pool. And my mom had been watching a lot of CSI lately, and do you know how when someone dies and the blood is pooling around their head? Me IRL. So my mom's freaking out and running around the house like, I killed Brianna, and my dad comes out of the house and starts screaming at her because that makes things better. So as my mom is screaming, my papa comes out and my storage got full and it stopped recording. Also, change the background because I discovered that this lighting is a bit better, so where was it? Right. So my papa comes out of the house, and just so you know, my papa doesn't swear, ever. Actually, that's a lie. He doesn't swear around women. Correction, women. Because apparently my stepdad said that he drops a lot of F-bombs in the locker room with guys, so my life's a lie. So yeah, so he comes out of the house and looks at my mom and he's like, Jennifer, get the fuck in the car. So we're in the car now and my dad is driving and my papa is in the back seat with me and my mom is in the front seat with my dad. And this part I actually remember because I woke up in the car and I kind of like looked at my papa, like up at him, and I was like, Papa, am I bleeding? And he's all like, oh, you know, just a little bit. Whole back seat's covered in blood. And then I passed out again. So we're driving and my dad is driving very fast because I'm dying in the back seat, like bleeding out. And he runs like multiple red lights. Luckily they didn't get pulled over, so don't run red lights, guys, it's dangerous. I'm not condoning any of these actions. So yeah. So we get to the hospital and I actually remember, like, I woke up during the staples in my head. So that's fun. It was kind of like I heard like a click, click, and then like pain in my head. So it was like click, click, pain, click, click, pain. And then I think I passed out again, and then I didn't wake up until later. I think I might have been awake, but I don't remember it, because head trauma. So the doctors told me and my mom that I had a 3rd level concussion, which I guess is supposed to be like the most severe concussion under death. So I'm really surprised they don't have like actual brain damage now. Like, this is like incredible. So the scar goes from about here to like here-ish on my head. And I had to put 12 stitches and 8 staples in my head. Yeah. Apparently it was about this much far down my neck and I would have died. Severed my spinal cord. All that fun stuff. They actually gave me like a really nice care package while I was there. And yeah, it had a bunch of cool stuff. It had like a maze book and like a bunch of puzzles to do. So I actually got this teddy bear in that care package. It was like a build your own teddy bear. And he's got like beans in his feet, in his hands. And I made him out of the package that I got. So yeah, he's an old boy. I've had him since I was 7, obviously. But yeah, they were really nice to me there. I had a pleasant time in the hospital, I think. I was in there for about a month. But yeah, like I think my fondest memory of the hospital is the fact that I had a TV in my room and they would play whatever movie I wanted them to. I was a little bit spoiled at the time. This is actually how I got my very first DS. Like, you know, like the DS Lite, like the original DS by Nintendo. And like everyone wanted that back in 2009. And I got one. Head trauma got me a DS, guys. I actually got a lot of presents from that. Like, a lot of them I don't have now because it was like candy. But like, people feel bad for you, man, when you go through something like that. And I know I'm making it sound like such a big joke, but like, if it had been different, like it could have been really bad. For example, my aunt pulled me up in the process of the incident, and that actually saved my life. So, thanks, Aunt Crystal. But yeah, so it could have gone horribly wrong, and I could have died, and it's a very serious issue. I'm making it a little bit more lighthearted because I've kind of come to terms with it, and I know that I'm very lucky to have survived such an accident like this. And in case you're wondering, I do actually have some long-term effects from this incident. I have post-concussion syndrome, and that causes frequent migraines, so that's fun. But, you know, like, I'm kind of just used to it now. Like, I'm almost 16, so I've learned to live with it. That's really all you can do in a situation like that. Like, it's not like you can go back and fix it, so you just kind of cope with what you have. And life gives you lemons, right? Got a DS out of it. This is actually my very first video up on the YouTube on my personal account. I do a lot of cosplay as well, and anime weeaboo things. I'll leave a link to the description of the cosplay group that I'm with. My friends are amazing people, and they're great cosplayers. Those are some old videos, so they're kind of cringy, but I like them. And click subscribe to my channel as well if you want to see some cringy shit. I'll probably do more stories like vloggy things like this, and maybe some cosplay in the future, maybe some gaming. I kind of plan to be like a multi thingy-mibib. So without further ado, I am that Yandere girl. Tune in next time, don't know when, and have a beautiful day.